How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with more athletic director mode, and we are going to be doing the spring season. That's right, our third and final season of our first year in athletic director mode. Let's go ahead and just bring you guys up to speed. Over in the fall, we had women's cross country get us 2 points for advancing from the conference meet, and then in football we went 5 and 7, but we got 9 total points due to some conference players and all conference players, and then we were number 24 in recruiting class, which was very good considering how crappy our team was. In the winter, we had nothing from the dice rolls. However, basketball got us quite a few points, 15 to be exact, and that's all because we went 16 and 17, but we did make the NCAA tournament, getting knocked out in the first round to Louisville, but we were the conference champions, and we did have 5 all-conference players, and we won an award. That was a big one. 15 points on the board for that. And now that brings us to the spring. And the sports are as follows. Our dice rolls here for the spring are going to be men's and women's golf, women's outdoor track and field, softball, and men's tennis. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the dice rolls for the spring season, starting first with men and women's golf. So this one is actually rather straightforward, and that's basically just because actually I think I messed up on this one. The conference, no, actually I did not. No, that's correct. So only one team advances out of the conference in the WAC, so we need to roll a 1 out of that 13-sided die in order to proceed. So this is a sport obviously where there's a lot of players, a lot of teams, and it's very, very small margin for error, obviously. So you need to roll a 1 out of 13 in order to advance. That's just how it is in golf. So very low chance that we'll be able to really get something going. But if we do roll a 1 out of 13, whether it's the team side or the individual side, there is a big potential chance to get some points here. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So we need to roll a 1 out of 13. Need to roll a 1 out of a 13-sided die. So let's go ahead and get right to it. We have ourselves a 13-sided die, and we get an 8. So the men's team, no winning record for either of these, and we get 8th out of 13th in our conference. We do not advance. Oh, excuse me there. We do not advance. Now for the women's team, we need to roll a 1 out of a 13, and we get a 7. So same thing. Their season is also done. So men's and women's golf is done. Let's see, did we have an at-large? So yeah, we need to roll a 1 from a 30-sided die. Very low possibility of that happening. So let's do the men's first. That is 15. That is a no. And for the women, we get a 3. So very close, but still no. So these two teams have had their seasons come to a close. All right, so now the only thing left to do for golf is the recruiting. So let's do it. We're rolling a 6-sided die. Remember, a 1 or a 6 changes things about the team and their chances for next year. So let's go ahead and we roll a 2 for the men. So nothing going on there. And then for the women, rolling that 6-sided die, we get a 5. So nothing going there as well. Everything will stay the same for next year. So we have a point total of 0 and 0 for men and women's golf. So now let's go ahead and move on to track and field for the women outdoor. And it's going to be a little bit kind of similar to like swim and dive, I believe. So swim and dive, I believe that is exactly the same. So yeah. So we need to roll a 1 through 3 out of a 13-sided die in order to advance from our conference meet. For the individuals, we need to roll a 1 through 2 out of a 13-sided die, and then roll a 1 through 6 to decide how many qualifiers that we have. So let's roll that 13-sided die and see what we come up with. Once again, needing to roll a 1 through 3 for the team side, and we get a 4. Yikes. We get a 4. So ouch. So nothing there. And now we need to roll a 1 or a 2 out of 13 for the individuals, and we get a 3. Okay, so nothing going on there. And so no at-large bid. We need to roll a 1 from a 30-sided die. So let's go ahead and see if we do get ourselves an at-large bid, and we roll another 3. So no at-large bid for us as well. Nothing going on there. So we move right along to recruiting for outdoor track and field. So we're rolling that 6-sided die once again. A 1 or a 6 changes some things on the team, and we get a 3. So nothing going on for recruiting. All right, so women's outdoor track and field will end with a point total of 0 this season after being 4th in the conference. So now softball, this is this one and tennis will have a winning record tally. So let's go ahead and start. I believe softball was first, so let's do softball. So for the winning record, we need to roll a 1 through a 5 out of a 12-sided die in order to achieve a winning record this season. I believe it would be the first team this year to have a winning record. So let's see if they can make it happen. Remember, a 1 through a 5 out of a 12-sided die. Yep, so let's go ahead and see. A 1 through a 5 is what we want, and we get a 3. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. So we get a 3. And we have ourselves the first winning record of the season. Love to see it. And so now we move along to the conference tournament. So we did not roll a 1. So if 2 through 5 was rolled, we need to now roll a 1 through 3 on this 12-sided die in order to win our conference tournament. So we need to roll a 1 through a 3 on this 12-sided die, and we get another 3. Let's go. Let's go. And so we advance. Let's go. You love to see it. No need for an at-large bid. And so now this is the interesting part, because now we move to a double elimination regional, and we would potentially move on to the College World Series if it were to, occur. And so essentially, let me go ahead. I'm just going to quickly pull up softball double elimination brackets. 8 teams. All right. So I have my double elimination bracket at the ready. And so let's see. So now we essentially need to roll 1 through 5 on 12-sided dies to win each game of the regional and then of the College World Series should we get there. Now we're already in a regional, so we're already getting some points, so that's very exciting. And now it's just a matter of luck being on our side with these 12-sided dies. So in our regional, if we roll a 1 through a 5, we move on to the next playoff game, and we get an 11, so that is a loss. Okay, so we need to win out, essentially. So if we get another 6 through 12, we're done. And that is another 11, so we are out in 2 games. So eliminated in 2 games. But we did make the regionals. Gotta love that. And so now we'll see what happens with recruiting. Once again, 6-sided die. Sucks that we lost 2 straight games in the regional, but hey, it was to kind of be expected a little bit. 6-sided die, remember a 1 or a 6 changes things, and we get a 5. So nothing will be changing as far as our odds. And so we made it to the regionals. And so let's go ahead and take a look here. And we did have a winning season, remember? We had ourselves a winning season. and then we got ourselves a regional berth. So that means that we get 3 points. 3 points. And so now our final one is going to be men's tennis. Men's tennis, same kind of deal. With men's tennis, we need to roll a 1 through a 5 on a 12-sided die in order to get ourselves a winning record. And we'll do that in just a little bit. I will be right back. All right, so we have left men's tennis to complete as far as our dice rolls here for the spring season. Softball winning their conference tournament, advancing to the regionals where they quickly got eliminated with 2 losses in the regional, a total of 3 points on the year for that. As we look to finish it off with men's tennis. Now, same thing, winning record, we need to roll a 1 through 5 on a 12-sided die. So let's see if we get ourselves a winning record, and we do, another 3. So we have ourselves a winning record, second winning record of the year. So now we go right along to our conference tournament. So we rolled a 3. So if 2 through 5 need to roll a 1 through 3 on a 12-sided die, this is to win our conference tournament. So a 1 through 3 on a 12-sided die, and we win the tournament, and we get another 3. We are rolling a lot of consecutive 3s. Let's go. So we just won our conference tournament. And this is the interesting part. There is no regional. So there is no regional. We go straight to the national tournament. Now, as far as the individual side of it, like for like the singles and the doubles and whatnot, 1 out of 13, and we qualify as far as like the individuals, although that is kind of negated a little bit now just because the team made it to the tournament, but we're still going to do it. We need to roll a 1 out of a 13-sided die, and we get a 7. So that is not the case. However, we go straight to the national tournament, where you can see we just need to roll 1 out of 5 out of a 12-sided die to win each individual game. And so 64 team bracket, we just need to roll a 1 through 5, and we win in that first round and go to the round of 32. So a 1 through 5, and we go to the next round of the nationals. 1 through 5 is what we are wanting to see, and we get a 7. So we are eliminated in the first round. Ouch. So we go to the national tournament and we get eliminated in the first round. Honestly, that's a great season. I'll take that any day of the week. Winning season and a conference title, and we make it to the nationals. Let's see what the point total is for that. Advance to the national tournament, 5 points. Hey, there you go. That is 5 points that the tennis team has earned. So a total of 8 points here in our dice rolls here for the spring season, and that brings our point total to 34. So 34 points. As a reminder, 50 points, and we can start essentially a new program with 20 scholarships at our disposal. And let's go ahead and see what the recruiting is like for men's tennis. Let's go ahead and roll that 6-sided die and see if we get anything interesting, and we get a 4. So nothing changes for men's tennis. A point total of 5 as we get ready to go into baseball, our final sport of the school year, essentially, as we look to get New Mexico State cooking, if possible, 50 points in our first full year would be insane. So yeah, give me a quick second and I'm just going to pull up MVP Baseball. All right, MVP 07 NCAA Baseball, New Mexico State Dynasty Mode. And this game is going to take a little bit longer, unfortunately, than it did in college hoops or NCAA 14, just because the simulating is not the quickest, unfortunately. That's just how it goes, unfortunately, in this one. It is a PS2 game after all. All right, so here we are. Home screen on the very first day. Welcome, of course. Now, I am the athletic director. Thank you very much. I am the eyes and ears for everything that happens around here. Yeah. Your responsibility to prepare for next season by recruiting the best players available. Be sure to check out the depth chart on their team management to see where your needs lie. Hot link button below to view the recruiting menu and spend your recruit points wisely. Hot link, and let's go ahead and take a look. Go ahead and take a look and see our team and see just where we might need to get some players. So I see a senior graduating over in left field. So let me just make a quick little note to myself here on my phone. Needs. So we have a left fielder. Freshman in center field looks great. He's gonna do just fine. We have a couple freshmen out in right field. That's fine. It looks like a catcher we could use, perhaps. Not that we need 3, but could not hurt. Maybe a third baseman, if possible. And then as far as the pitchers, I mean, that seems okay. Maybe a starting pitcher, just since both of these guys are juniors. So I'll just put starting pitcher on there just to be safe. And then let's see how many seniors we have in the bullpen. 1, 2. I'm just going to put 1 relief pitcher, just because I feel like a walk-on relief pitcher is not the end of the world. So I put down that we have 5. 5 needs to try to address. Let's see here, roster status. We can redshirt some players. Let's see, player info. Walk on. No, I'm not going to redshirt anybody who's not a freshman. See any freshmen that we can redshirt though? No. That Adam Fields guy is pretty good. Got this walk on. Let's go ahead and redshirt him. Undesignated hitter. Got that freshman. And we got only 24 active players now. And that's okay. Challenge items. These are all the sponsors that we can get. With email challenges, team goals. 1 pitcher have 8 season wins. 1 player 3rd team all conference. 50 career home runs. 25 team wins. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look here at our recruiting. All-America Top 100. Let's see what we want to try to pursue here. Sean Holder would definitely be very interesting, although he has zero interest in us. So we have starting pitchers. Where is this kid from? From California, from Iowa, from Nebraska, from Tennessee. John Tomley. Let's try to go after John Tomley. Yeah. I forget how often these recruit points refresh. I think it's every 2 weeks. So let's do a phone call with good old John Tomley. We could need one relief pitcher. Bucky Avila out of California. Let's try to get him. Give him a phone call. All right. Catcher, there are none. The third base and left field. No third baseman. Right. All other prospects. So catcher. Got a JUCO catcher here in Jim Ehlers. Out of Michigan. John Holcomb. Out of California. Let's see if we can curry his favor. All right, then we have a third base and a left fielder. Third base slash left fielder could be good. Third base slash first baseman. Third baseman out of Alabama. Third baseman out of California. James Kuhn. All right, left fielder. Ryan Reyes out of California. I like the looks of this kid. All right. Recruit points 50. Let me look up really quickly because I want to make sure that the recruiting points. VP NCAA 07. Recruiting. I believe it is every week or every 2 weeks that it will, I guess, reset to the 150 points. Let's see. Go ahead and request a tape. John Holcomb. Go ahead and email him. All right. 150 points. Schedule. Yes. Let's see if that added the other players back, and it did not. Okay. All right, so let's see how quickly it simulates. Oh, we win a game against Baylor. Love to see that. It's actually simming quite quickly. Lose 17-10. That's not ideal. Has been suspended for poor academic performance. Okay. All right, so 1 and 2. And we have 130 points. Okay. So targeted prospects. None of these guys really have too much interest. But let's take a closer look at Brian Reyes. Go ahead and send him a recruiting package. And then John Tomley. Recruiting package. And then a recruiting package for him. And then for James Kuhn, send him a good old email. Probably. Oh, wow. We beat UC Irvine. Has been injured. Go ahead and auto fix. Lose to UC Irvine. An email. Suspended for an altercation. Love that. Go ahead and auto utilize the player. We got an email. Baseball America. Hot link below. And that's for the top 25. Oregon State's doing quite well for themselves. Okay. Good to know. Recruiting, we got our points. Want to take a look at our targeted prospects. Brian Reyes. Definitely some interest in us. So let's go in a little further on him. Let's go ahead and give him a phone call. John Tomley. And a coach to scout him. James Kuhn. Let's go for the recruiting package. And Bucky Avila. Phone call. Okay. Got St. John's. A win against St. John's. 2 wins against St. John's. Looks like we got an important email. That sponsor. Go ahead and accept that challenge really quickly. And then simulate past those Furman games. Got a couple of games against Utah that we win one of. Going to auto utilize that player. A win against Furman. And then a win against Furman. We're 7-5, boys. Congrats on successfully completing. Let's go. So we got ourselves a new pair of bats. Lovely. Okay. John Tomley now with a little bit of interest in us. Let's get that recruiting package out to him. Bucky Avila. Give him a phone call. John Holcomb. Give him a phone call. James Kuhn. And then Brian Reyes an email. Right. Lose to St. Mary's, win against St. Mary's. We're 8-6. We're not doing terrible. I mean, winning record, I will absolutely accept that. That's a point at the very least as we lose to Troy. All right, targeted prospects. Ooh, James Kuhn, it looks like we might be in on. John Tomley, I really want to go in on. Might have to save some points. So... go and send a scout out to him. And we'll be done with the week. Alright, we got an apparel. Keep our opponent's average under 300. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and simulate 2 weeks. Get some maximum points as possible. 10 and 9 on the year. Let's see if we're able to get the job done here against the College of Charleston. There we go. Win against Lehigh. Love to see that. Followed by a loss to Lehigh. Simulating a little bit quicker than I thought it would, actually. We did not successfully complete it. All right, so we got 300 points now. James Kuhn is looking like we might actually nab him. Love to see that. Let's go ahead and just send in the visit for him. Get a recruiting package out to him. Bucky Avila. Recruiting package. John Holcomb, let's give the boy a phone call. And then Brian Reyes. Let's go ahead and get a scout out to him. All right, let's go ahead and sim forward a couple of weeks. We got Purdue. Yikes. I'm guessing that was a 10-run rule, unfortunately, as we win the second game 3-0. Lovely. All right, looks like we got a challenge for the gloves. What is the challenge? Less than 4 errors. We should be able to do that. I mean, less than 4 errors. 5-1, 12-5. And a 9-7 loss. To a conference opponent. Against Louisiana Tech. Here's your Baseball America midseason reports. Let's go ahead and take a look at the standings. We are in 5th in the WAC in the conference. 13-13. San Jose State doing quite well for themselves. Award watch. All-American team. Not seeing anybody from my team. Offensive team, Rawlings Gold Glove team. Got a couple of freshmen all-conference. Fields and Hicks and Wise. Muscalis, McLean, Locke, and Kovac. We got 260 points. Oh, wow, James Kuhn. I mean, don't really need to do too much. Just keep them interested, it would appear. Same with Brian Reyes. John Tomley, let's send in, have him visit. Brian Reyes, recruiting package. Bucky Avila, the request to tape. And then John Holcomb. Let's give him a call. All right. Louisiana Tech series. Let's try to get less than four errors, and we get those cool gloves. Hopefully, we were able to get that done. Looks like the winning season is not going to happen, and we don't really have too many. Ooh, as we get a win against Nevada, that's nice. 14-16. Followed by a loss to Nevada, and then another win. Beautiful. All right. Beautiful. So we did win that challenge. Love to see that. Now let's go ahead and get the recruiting underway. Tomley. He's already visited, so not much we can do. Let's just give him a call and a package. With Reyes, however, let's go ahead and have him visit. That might definitely push him a little bit closer. With Bucky, go ahead and scout him finally. And then with Holcomb, just send the kid an email. Okay. All right. Nice win over San Jose State, who's been doing rather well. Another win over San Jose State. Love to see that. Back to a winning record. 35 games. I'm pretty sure 40 is the season. The loss to Sacramento State, followed by a quick win and a loss. All right, it looks like we have 3 games against Hawaii, and that is it, I believe. No, it is not. Never mind. Forget what I just said. All right, so yeah, it looks like Reyes and Kuhn we are definitely going to get. Now, the pitchers are a little bit of an issue, and we definitely don't have any other interested prospects in us. So we got to try to go all in. I could just save up points and go all in on Tomley. I don't think I can afford to do that. Get a recruiting package out to Holcomb with Bucky. Give him a phone call. And we should have enough after 2 more weeks to send the farm out to Tomley. So we got 3 games coming up against Hawaii. That's a 1 win. That's a loss to Hawaii. Man, if we can get a winning record in the first year with a shitty team, that would actually be quite incredible. (20-21). Our record, a loss to Louisiana Tech, followed by another recruiting. This is your final week to recruit before the quiet period begins. Oh wow, you have to fill their interest meter to at least half in order to have a shot at bringing them on board. Beautiful. All right, we have 460. I mean, he is at half. I want to get him super over the edge, so no way we're going to have a shot at Bucky and John, it would appear, unfortunately. But these two, I'm okay with getting as long as we get Tomley as well. Okay. So this is our last week of recruiting. Let's see if we can get some last-minute wins at the end of the season. It's not looking likely. All right, so we end our season 22-25, number 100 in the nation. Playoff tree. ACC tournaments. Yeah, there is no WAC tournament. So our season is over. Yeah, our season's over. Yeah, Sim Conference tournaments is all it's asking me to do. So let's go ahead and take a quick note of what's cooking. So we got 22-25 as our record. 6th in the conference, unfortunately. We went in conference play 10-14. And 14 in the conference, which was good for 6th. 6th in the WAC. Batting average of 312. ERA of 4.77. .77. Runs per game. .222 runs scored. It looks like our offense was pretty good. It was our pitching, it would seem, because so runs 222, and if we divide that by 47, 222 divided by 47, that's 4.72 runs a game. So we averaged a loss, essentially. We averaged a loss. Ranked number 100 at the end of the year. As far as offense, we were 1, 2, 3rd. Wow. Third in the WAC as far as actual offense, but as far as pitching, we were in dead last. So last in the WAC. And it does not look like there's any way to compare the teams unfortunately. Nope. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and simulate those conference tournaments. Aggies have failed to qualify. Seems about right. All right, so as far as All-Americans, nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody there. All offensive team. Gold glove team. All conference team. All right, so the WAC first team, nobody. Second team, we've got Kovac. And then third team, Musculus, Fields, and McLean. So let's see. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the all freshman team, I'm not going to count. But it's Fields and Wise and Frederick. Okay, so 5. Actually, no, because I'm just going to count first and second. Just first and second team, so it's just 2, right? Or just 1. Yeah, just 1 in Kovac. One all-conference player. And that is it. Simulate the NCAA championships. This went a lot quicker than I thought it would, honestly. Go ahead and auto-utilize Kovac. Super regionals have been scheduled. Go ahead and keep simulating. College World Series has been scheduled. Let's see who wins the College World Series. Oregon State is my guess. Hawaii. Hawaii just won the College World Series. Okay. 39-22. Playoff awards. Okay, Summer. Wow. Kentucky, Fresno, Wichita State, and St. Louis. And then Tennessee, Clemson, Rice, and Hawaii. Hawaii lost the first game. Beat Tennessee. Beat Clemson 15-12. Then beat Rice 4-3. Had to beat Rice twice, actually. And then in the best of 3, they beat Fresno State in 3 games. That's crazy. That's 2 WAC teams, is it not? Wow. That's 2 Fresno State. That's 2 Fresno State teams. That's 2 WAC teams in the College World Series finals. So good for the WAC, I guess. Wow. Okay. Award winners. Let's see. Let's just double check, make sure. No funky business. All offensive team. Gold glove team. All conference team. Yep, Kovac. And then a couple more on this team. And the conference all freshman team at Fields and Wise. Okay. All right, let's begin the off season. Okay, so we had some people get drafted. So we have Rocker, who graduated and left us. O'Brien, personal reasons. Okay. Graduated. Fagoni. Dallas Harris got drafted. Seebeck graduated. McLean got drafted. That's nice to see. And then a couple relief pitchers graduated. Go and advance. Player progression. Players going down a little bit, it would seem. Huh, interestingly enough. Okay. So it does look like we're going to get Tomley. Along with a couple of other guys. Some pretty decent walk-ons, it would appear, as well. Huh, Mateo. Espada, not bad. Tomley, I really need. 100% first-year starter, for sure. %, first-year starter, I'm cool with. We got him. We got him. Let's go. John Tomley. That is a huge signing, actually. 79 overall right out the gate. All right, 63, 60. Let's go down here to Mateo, this walk-on. 70 overall. I'm liking that. Written accepted. I mean, yeah, we'll take him. Boom. Those are two pretty good starting pitchers to take. Mateo, we might redshirt. Shortstop, Pat Clark, 65 overall. Let's see, between these two. Pretty speedy, Pat Clark. This guy, contact 62. His contact 51, but I do like the speed of Pat Clark. So I'd rather have him. Doesn't want anything, so we'll take him. All right, so James Kuhn, contact not the best. Let's see what he wanted. 50% third-year starter. I'm okay with that. And we should have him. There we go. There's Kuhn. And then Reyes, 60. What did Reyes want? 40% third-year starter. Four scholarships for next year. Okay. Okay. I will take that. That's not a terrible recruiting class for myself, if I do say so. I mean, Tomley, only an 80% scholarship. He's going to be starting from the get-go, for sure. Let's bring on Espada as well. And that's it. I'll be available to add your roster. Yep. Can only have 30 players. Got Tomley. Got Mateo. Got Kuhn. Tulowitzki. Oh no, Reyes. All right, let's get another catcher in there. So Rodriguez. Clark. Espada. Ernst. Kennedy. DeWitt, Tulowitzki. I feel like we're good there. Don't need 30 players. Okay, I feel like we're good there. Fielding coach. All right, trainer. We could definitely improve upon, so let's go ahead and hire that. And we're good. You wish to continue? Yes. Okay, so there was no way to see how we did recruiting wise versus the other teams, unfortunately. I wish there was. All right, so let's see. Walk on. Rodriguez, we shall redshirt since he's a freshman. But we need a catcher this year for sure. All right, let's see. Kennedy was a walk-on. Oh, man. Only 25 players. Who's the only one that's inactive? Ernst? Go ahead and redshirt him. And I guess... Actually, no. Keep him active. And we are going to redshirt Rodriguez. All right, we're good there. There he is. Kovac, Tomley, and Locke. Fields, left field, Reyes, Konerko, and Ernst. Fields. Got Hicks, Olsen, Davidson, 86 over at shortstop. Kuhn, Rushman, 63. Musculus, 87, the junior. Surprised he's not getting drafted. Wolf and Featherston. Markle, let's take a look at here. Markle, Zagurski, Moskos, Hughes, and Frederick. Go ahead and change Mateo to a relief pitcher. Is there any way that we can do that? Let's see. All right, done editing. Mateo. All right, there he is. There he is. All right, so we got those 6 relievers on there now. We definitely do need some relievers this year, it would appear. All right. So let me go ahead and make a note for next year. The left field we're good, center field we're good, right field we're seemingly good. Shortstop, as long as they develop, we should be okay. Second base, I'll put down second base. I'm gonna put first base just because I'm assuming Musculus will get drafted. We need at least one starting pitcher. We need a catcher for sure. And then we need a pair of relief pitchers. So 5. 5 is what we're needing again. So let me go ahead and save here. And we're done. We're done with our school year, essentially, as far as this athletic director mode. Very exciting stuff. I'm just going to calculate the point totals, and we'll see just how much we have at the end of this here. All right, saving successful. Give me 1 quick seconds, and I will have the spreadsheet up in a second. All right. So, baseball conference was the WAC. Record was 22-25. Conference record was 10-14. Hitting rank we can't really look at, but in the conference, or here, let's just do this. Hitting 4.72 per game. ERA was 4.77. Hitting in the conference was actually third, and we were last in ERA in the conference, unfortunately. Tournament results, NA conference result, we were 6th. All conference players, we had 1, 0 All-American, 0 awards. New Mexico is not in the game, so NA, and then we can't look at that. Total points, 1 losing record and 1 all-conference player. So I believe that is just 1. Yep, just 1. All right, so 1 point added. So we are going to end the school year with a total of 35 points. Hopefully, the next year goes equally as good, if not better. Once again, at 50 points, we can open up a new program, given 20 scholarships. And then at 100 points, we can use an extra die. Now, my initial thought is perhaps saving up those points to get that extra die, so that way we have a better chance at succeeding. But I kind of want to get, more programs out there, just to, have more programs that we have over at New Mexico State, like a women's golf team or a women's tennis team or a hockey team would be pretty interesting. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Either way, 35 points at the end of 1 year. The teams that contributed to that point total were women's cross country with 2, football with 9 points. We had basketball with 15 points. And then we had softball going to the regionals with 3 points. We had men's tennis going to the national tournament, getting eliminated in the first round, however, with 5 points. And then in baseball, we had 1 point. I appreciate you guys, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. I'm AZPlyo21. Be sure to like the video, subscribe down below. yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking about this athletic director mode. Year number 2 is to follow. I will see you guys later.